Thank you for coming back. We are doing 30-something-ish minutes of live side splits starting right now. And what that means is we're going to do 3 warm-up exercises to get our blood pumping and our body working. Then we're going to do 5 stretches. The 5th one is going to be 3 rounds of side splits. All right, this is what we're here for. We're doing 30 minutes of live side split stretching. We do this every single day to practice consistency, to build a little bit of community, and hopefully have everybody get a little bit closer to their side split goals. Let's get started. First stretch, the first warm up that we're going to do is called hip CARs. CARs stands for controlled articulated rotations. And what we're doing is moving our hips and our legs through their full range of motion, or as much of it as we can get into using our own muscle power. So we're going to start by bringing the knee up as high as possible. We're going to open up that hip directly to the left as wide as possible. Rotate that leg, bring the ankle up as high as possible. I'm going to spin over so you can see how high my ankle and my knee is. Then bring the leg down and back. I want you to flex the hamstrings, flex the glutes, feel the stretch in the front of the leg, and you bring the knee back behind you. All right, that is 1 rep. I'm going to come in and check the comments real quick. Abi, welcome. Hello. All right, let's keep going. So that was the first hip car. And we're going to do 10 of those on the left side, 10 on the right side. Then we're going to go in reverse and do 10 on the left and 10 on the right. If you are just hopping in and you did not catch the demonstration, we'll go through it nice and slow so you don't have to worry about it. All right, let's go. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. I'm going to rotate. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. I'm going to rotate back. I think that's 3. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. That's 5, 6, 7. Remember to breathe. 8, 9, and 10. Whew. All right, let's switch back over to the other side. Travel Loxley says hi, hi. Whole bunch of smiley faces. Welcome back, everybody. Let's get into hip cars on the other side. Same thing, high knee. Open up that hip directly to the side. Rotate that leg so the ankle is as high as possible. Bring the leg down and back. Whew, that's 1. We're going to do 10 times total. Ooh, I'm off balance. If you find yourself off balance, feel free to grab a wall, grab a chair, grab something to hold on to. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. I'm going to do this way so you can see it from a different perspective. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. I think that's 4. Yeah, I'm off balance again. Oh man, my left leg is tired today. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. I think that's 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. All right, we just did hip cars going forward on both sides. Jenny, welcome. And I'm going to come in and check the comments real quick to see if there's anything I am missing. Foxy Roxy says, sorry I'm late. Long time no see. Ready to stretch. Haven't been in a couple of days. I was busy. It's totally okay. That's totally normal. We're here every single day to practice consistency to help you come back to something fun and exciting so that we can do splits together. So I hope you had a good couple of days off, and I hope you're ready to stretch. All right. If you're just joining in, we're doing 30 minutes of live side split stretching. We start with 3 main warm-up exercises to get the blood pumping, to get our joints moving, and then we go into 5 stretches. All right, we do this every single day to practice consistency, to build a little bit of community, and hopefully make some progress towards our goals together. If that sounds interesting to you, make sure to follow, hit subscribe, and come back, get notified so you can keep coming back and we can make progress together, right? All right, let's go. Now we're going to do hip cars in reverse. What that means is we're going to lift our leg down and back, flex the hamstrings, flex the glutes. We're going to lift that leg directly to the side like we're martial artists. We're going to kick somebody. Going to keep that ankle as high as possible for this part. We're going to rotate the leg so the ankle comes down. The knee is still pointing directly to our side. We're going to bring the leg out in front and try to keep that knee as high as possible. All right, I'm going to show it to you facing you directly so it's easier for you to mirror me. And let's go. Back, side, ankle, knee. That's 2. We're doing 10 in total. 3, ankle, front, back, side, ankle, front, back, side, ankle, front. I think this 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Left side is done. Let's go to the other side. Afif Zebek says salam. Salam. All right. Let's go. Finish up on this right side. We're still going backwards. If you're just joining in, I'll show you what that means. We're doing hip cars. We're going to go back, flex the hamstrings, flex the glutes, bring that leg back, feel the stretch in the hip flexor, lift your leg up directly to the side like you're going to kick somebody in a martial arts movie. Rotate that leg down so the ankle is down, but the knee is still pointing directly to the side, and then bring that knee forward and keep it as high as possible. All right, I'm going to face you so it's easier to mirror. Let's go. Down and back, sideways, ankle, forward, down and back, sideways, ankle, forward. That's 3. Down and back, sideways, ankle, forward, down and back, sideways, ankle, forward, down and back, sideways, ankle, forward. I think it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we have finished the first warm-up exercise. We got our hips moving. We're trying to work on that extreme end range of motion, getting stronger where we are weakest. And it's time to move on to warm-up exercise number 2. I'm going to pop in real quick to check out the chat. Erin, welcome. I'm sorry I don't understand the language that you're using. Mariella, you may join. You can follow along, of course. And all right, let's keep going. So we just did our first warm-up exercise. That was the hip cars. We did them going forward, them going back. Now we're going into the second warm-up exercise, and that is the hamstring stretch. It's not actually a hamstring stretch, it's an elephant walk, but the goal is to feel this hamstring stretch move and get it warmed up. All right, so what I want you to do is create this L shape with your body and just lean forward a little bit, start feeling the hamstrings get tighter and tighter and tighter. If you're not so flexible and you're a little bit higher up, it's totally fine. It's totally normal. What I want you to do is bend one knee, straighten out the other leg, and go from side to side like you're doing an exaggerated walk. In the same time, try to bring your belly button as low as possible. You can experiment with bringing your legs together or keeping them a little bit wider apart. It is up to you. And what we want is to make sure you feel the hamstrings getting worked. All right. Oh, if you're doing this right, you should feel the hamstring stretch in both legs. In the bent leg, you might feel the stretch down here, in the very bottom, right next to the knee. In the straight leg, the leg behind us, you might feel the stretch more higher up, maybe in the middle, into the middle half. All right, and that's totally normal. Just keep going. The hamstring is a really big set of muscles and very, very important to get warmed up because we do a lot of stretches that need them to be good and warm, including the standing pancake, the actual hamstring stretch later, and the side splits themselves. All right. Usually, I do a little bonus to make this a little bit more fun and interesting, but I'm going to skip it today. If you're interested, feel free to go check out any of the other days of live side splits videos that we have up, and we would normally be doing something like this, a rotation in the back. But we're going to move on after that into warm-up exercise number 3. See, the elephant walk was very straightforward, very easy. We're going to move into the Cossack switch. The Cossack switch is a little bit harder, requires a little bit more coordination, and it looks a little bit like this. We're going to spread our legs about 2 times our hips width, so from here to here. Now we're going to point our toes out about 45 degrees. We're going to try our best to drop down to one side. All right, try to keep the heel down on the ground. Feel that stretch in the Achilles tendon in the back of the leg. Feel the pressure here in the ankle joint. And feel the pressure here in that hip joint. Just hang out for a second. Most people don't spend any time in this kind of crazy position, so we're giving you a couple of seconds to get used to it, to get into it. If you're stuck a little bit higher up, you can't get as deep, that's totally okay. Just try to work your way into it. All right? From here, notice on this side, I want you to keep your heels down on the ground and your toes and your knees up. This is called external rotation. We're rotating the leg out. And this is super important for the side splits later, and that's why I'm pointing it out now. All right. We've hung out on the left side, or sorry, on this side for a while now. Let's go to the other side. We have two options. You can walk your hands across to hang out here in this spot, or you can try to keep your butt really low and just come across. Whatever it is that you decide to do works for me. Just get your butt to the other side, and we're going to hang out here. Same thing. Feel the pressure in the front of that ankle. Feel the stretch in that Achilles. Feel the pressure in the hip. We're going to hang out here for a couple of seconds. And on this side, same thing. Heel is down, toes are up, knees are up. External leg rotation. We're going to hang out here for a couple more seconds, and then we're going to start moving from side to side. If you had some difficulty getting over here with either your hands or just switching over with keeping your butt low, you can always come up a little bit higher and then come back down. If that is also challenging for you, you can come up higher and use your hands to come back down, or you can try doing full squats, coming up and down. Whatever it is that you decide to do, we're going to do a total of 5 of these. Ooh, I lost balance for a second there. And go from side to side. And if you're feeling like you're a master, these are too easy, then I challenge you to try and sit up a little bit straighter. Try to keep your chest high and go from side to side like this. All right, that's got to be way more than 5. So I hope you are sweating. I hope your heart rate is up. I hope you're breathing a little bit harder, because we are done with the warm-up and it's time to get into the stretches. I'm going to come back in, check the chat real quick to see if there's anything that I need to address. I think I'm good. Oh, hey, somebody sent roses and a gift. I don't know if that's a username that I can read, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, Joseph, thank you so much. All right, let's see. Yes, this is a stretching follow-along session. Hayatimi, nice to meet you. Welcome. We are doing 30-ish minutes total of side split stretching, and we do this every single day. Right now, we're doing the warm-up, getting our hips prepared, and we're going to start the stretches right now. The first stretch that we're going to do is a hamstring stretch. I recommend you grab a pillow, a cushion, to protect your knee, because what we're going to do is a kneeling hamstring stretch. We're going to drop to one knee. We're going to fold our hips forward onto a leg that we're going to stretch. All right. I'm going to go and demonstrate sideways. But you can use a cushion, you can use a pillow, you can use old towels, you can take slippers. As long as it's a little bit of padding to keep your knee comfortable, that works. If you're brave and you're courageous, you can do it without. All right. Let's get into position. Drop onto one knee. Right in front of you, you want to stick your leg out, and you want to focus on the belly button. We want to bring the belly button down to the thigh. All right. Once you're in this position, you should feel the hamstring stretch building, getting more and more and more and more intense. You have two options here. You can try to keep your leg as straight as possible, or you can bend it a little bit. If you feel discomfort when your leg is totally straight, bend it a little bit. All right. And what we're going to do is focus on bringing the chest down right here. So the belly button is touching the thigh, and feel that stretch in the hamstring stretch. You can do this with the leg bent. You can also do it with the leg straight. All right. We're going to hold this stretch for 30 seconds, and the whole time, watch to keep trying to get a little bit deeper along the way. Let's go. 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, if you did that right, you just had a really intense hamstring stretch. And we are done with that side. We have one more side to do, so don't get too excited. We got a little bit more suffering left. Let's switch over to the other side and do the same thing on this side. We're going to keep the hips facing forward, stick the leg directly in front of us, bring the belly button down to the thigh or as close to it as possible. You have the choice, bend the knee, keep it straight, do something in the middle, move while we go. It is up to you. As long as you're feeling a really intense hamstring stretch, it is all good. All right, let's go. 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, come on up out of that stretch and relax for a second. You can get rid of the cushion, the pillow, the towel, the chancla, the slipper. We don't need it anymore. That is our first stretch. And if you did it right, your hamstrings and your low back, and maybe even your abs, because you're trying to pull your belly button down, are really feeling it right now. That's totally normal. We're going to go on into our second stretch. We're going to be working on totally different muscles, so you get to relax those a little bit. The second stretch that we're going to do is often called a butterfly, and it looks a little bit like this. We're going to sit on our butts, bring our feet in, and we're going to try and bring our knees to the ground. It is a little bit hard to push your legs down from here, so we're going to use the wall to do it. And let me demonstrate what that means. I want you to go find a wall, put your hips, your shoulder, your head against the wall, and get back into that same position. Pull the feet in towards you and try to push your legs down. If your head and your shoulders are against the wall, you can use your shoulders to help push your legs down. And if you don't believe me, you can try both. You can sit in front of the wall without touching it, and then you can touch the wall and see how it performs. All right. From here, we're flexing the outer thigh muscles, we're flexing the glutes, and we're trying to open up our legs with our muscle power, and we're using our hands to add a little bit more support to really push us down into the deepest position that we can get into. All right, let's go. 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27. Remember to breathe. 25, 24, 23, 22. Holding your breath makes you more tense, not more relaxed. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. You should be feeling the stretch in the groin opening up. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know about you guys, but I do know that while I was doing it, I was flexing the muscles, trying to open up the legs and applying force. I was able to bring my knees really, really, really close to the ground. And that is to help you recognize that even with just 30 seconds of stretching, you can make a huge difference in the range of motion that you have access to. And that is why it's always worth it to take a couple seconds to do a little bit of stretching. to prepare your body for whatever's coming next. All right, my legs are a little bit stuck right now because I was working so hard stretching them. I like to move them a little bit before we get up. And as soon as your legs are moving and feeling normal again, you can come back up and we're going to get into stretch number 3. The third stretch is the standing pancake. A pancake basically looks like this. If this is your legs and this is your upper body, you go like that. Pancake. It is really hard. It is really hard because your hamstrings or glutes work really hard and have to get stretched pretty deep. And your inner thigh muscles also have to get stretched pretty deep. So we're going to do a variation that uses gravity and has gravity helping to pull us down and get us into a deeper stretch. It is the standing pancake. And it looks a little bit like this. I'm going to do it at an angle so you can see my legs and my back. We're going to open up our legs nice and wide. We're going to fold at the hips. You can put your hands down for balance if you want. And I want you to try to keep his lower back roughly straight. If it's a little bit like this, that's okay, but we want to try and keep it straight. The reason for that is when you stick your arms out, you'll feel the leverage more. You'll feel gravity pulling you down. And you can experiment. If you bend like this, feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Does it feel more than if you're like this? It should be that if you go like this with your back straight, stick your arms out, you'll feel that stretch way more intensely. And that's what we're aiming for. We're trying to use gravity to make sure we get the deepest stretch that we can. All right? Whew. All right, so we're going to get into that position, this one. We're going to let gravity pull us down for 30 seconds. And if you want, you can grab your legs. You can try and just pull yourself down as deep as possible and hold that stretch for as long as you want. You can choose, you can switch, whatever you want. We're going to go for 30 seconds. Let's get ready. And go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, come on up out of that position. Come on out of it. Oh, if you did it right, you're feeling a really intense stretch on the inner thighs right here, because that is what gets stretched when you open up your legs. And you're feeling a really intense stretch here in the hamstrings and maybe the bottom of the glutes, because anytime you fold forward like this, the hamstrings feel a massive stretch. All right, that is the third of our 5 stretches. I am super thirsty. And I'm going to come back in and check the comments real quick just to see if there's anything I need to address. Tom Veer's special. Hello. Sierra. Hello. Welcome. And Claude says, okay, nice, because Travel with Roxy responded, this specific live, the stretches for lower body and side splits. Thank you for explaining what we're doing. I am working on handstand push-ups. Mine aren't very good yet. So maybe we'll get to that in the future. All right. You need some nerve yoga. That is not my specialty. But most of the stretches that we are going to do have very similar parallels to yoga because we're stretching the whole time. And everything from here is going to be a little bit more intense except for the next one, which is a pigeon, and that's just regular yoga. All right, let's get into it. Whew. That was a nice break. I needed to digest that water for a second. The next stretch that we're doing is called the pigeon or the figure 4. And I call it 2 different things because there's 2 different ways to do it. What we're doing is bring our ankle up to the opposite hip, and we're bringing our chest down to that leg. All right. If we do that on our backs, then this is frequently called a figure 4 stretch. And it looks a little bit like this. You're taking your arms and you're pulling this hip in, so you're feeling this outer glute stretch, you're feeling pressure in this inner hip, and you're bringing your leg to your chest like so. Alternatively, If you want gravity to do most of the work, we can do this variation. The leg is still coming across our bodies, and we're going to try our best to stick this leg directly behind us and bring our chest down towards this leg. We're trying to keep the chest and the hips as low as possible. Now I've demonstrated facing you. I'm going to rotate so you can see what it looks like from the side. Okay, so those are the two variations. Let's get into the position of your choosing. If Tanvir, you can do the pigeon version. And yeah, that's it. All right, let's go. Oh, I'm going to do the version on my back because I like how much control you have over the movement. Oh, okay. Cross the leg, over to the opposite leg, pull everything in. And when you feel the stretch, make sure that you keep feeling the stretch and that you're feeling that pressure building as you go. We're going for 30 seconds. Let's go. I lost balance. I fell. Oh man, come back. All right, 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, drop that leg down. Take a quick breath, and let's switch to the other side. Get ready. Cross that leg over, prepare it, and let's go. 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, relax. Take a couple of breaths and let's get ready for side splits. If you have made it all the way through to this far, thank you for staying around and hanging out. We've done almost 30 minutes of side split related stretches. We did 3 rounds of warm up with hip cars, getting our joints going. We've done elephant walks to get our hamstrings lubricated and ready. And we've done a whole bunch of stretches to get all the muscles that we're going to use in the side splits pre-stretched so that we can get the most out of the side split when we do it, which is right now. All right, let's get ready to do it. If this is your first time joining in, I hope you're having fun. And if you're having fun, please do consider hitting subscribe, follow to make sure that you get notified so that you can keep coming back for our lives. We do this every single day to practice consistency, both for me and for you. And hopefully, with that consistency, we can all build a little bit of community and we can make progress towards our splits together. All right, back to side splits. If you are new to this, I recommend you get really close to a wall and you take maybe one step forward from the wall. And the reason for that is if we're in an extended position and you lean a little too far back and you start slipping and you fall backwards, the wall will catch you and you'll stay safe, right? Feeling safe, feeling secure is really important for these side splits. And there's a whole bunch of brain stuff about your brain feeling comfortable, feeling safe with you getting into a stretch position that relates to whether or not you're holding your breath and whether or not you're actually safe from falling and hurting yourself. We don't have to get too deep into it. Just know the safer you feel, the easier it is to relax into a deeper stretch. All right, let's get going with the actual side splits. Open up the legs as wide as you can, drop as deep as you can. If you feel pressure in the hips and it's getting uncomfortable, fold forward, put your hands down like you're doing a push up. From here, a lot of your weight is in your hands, and that means it's easier for you to externally rotate the legs. I am squatting down so that it's easier to demonstrate. You don't have to. But what we're doing is we're bringing the heels down on the ground, toes up, and the knees up. We're rotating that whole leg, and we're pointing our toes and knees up. If you've been here from the very beginning, we talked about this during the Cossack switches in warm-ups, and this is where it's showing up again in the side splits. All right, we're gonna do that on both sides. So again, your heels are down, your toes are up, knees are up. Heels are down, toes are up, knees are up. And when you do this, your hip bones and your leg bones basically get out of the way of each other, and it lets you get into a deeper side split position. Whew. From here, walk your hands as far back towards your hips as possible. This will put all that body weight back right over your hips and help you get into a deeper position, but you'll also feel more stress in that position. If your arms are locked out and they're super straight, you can try bending them a little bit, and that'll put more weight back into your legs. If you cannot move at all, you're totally stuck, then it is time to start our 30 seconds of side split stretching. Let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right. Crawl your push-up hands forward, bring your legs in together, and come into standing. Congratulations, we just did our first round of side splits. And if your legs feel like jello and they don't want to move, that's totally okay. That's part of the process, is normal. We're going to start by shaking out everything. All right? We're going to look like those inflatable car sales thingies and just wiggle, shake, relax all the muscles that we can, and get them working again. When we're in that extended position, a lot of the time our muscles are doing something like, right? And we get stuck in that position, and that does not help us get into the second side split. So we need to relax, let the muscles release themselves, so that when we get into the second side split, we can get a little bit deeper. All right. The next thing I like to do is do a couple of these hip rotations. I also call them hula hooping, and that just releases some of the muscles in the front of the body. Then I do some high knees to make sure the folding action in the front of the hips is good. I pop some mini squats with my toes pointing forward to make sure my ankles are working and my knees are going fine. And then finally, I kick my butt a little just to make sure I have full range of motion. That is it. We just wrapped up our sort of in between resting, moving, relaxing thing. Now it's time to go back into round 2 of side splits. All right, same thing. If you're brand new to this and you're feeling like you might slide backwards or fall or something, you probably won't, but just in case something happens, if you stand really close to a wall, maybe one step away from it, if you lose balance and you start falling backwards, the wall will catch you. All right, and that'll help keep you safe. Next up, open up those legs nice and wide. When you're starting to feel pressure in the hips, fold forward, put your hands down like you are doing push-ups, but really use it as an opportunity to externally rotate the legs. What that means is your heels are down, your toes are up, your knees are up. From here, walk your hands back towards your hips and see if your hips will slowly open up and get you into a deeper side split position while you do that. And this time, try to do a little wiggle from side to side. See if maybe you just have some sweaty, sticky feet that need a little bit of friction removed, or a little wiggle to break that friction to get into a deeper side split. Once you cannot get any deeper, let's start our second round of 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, walk those hands forward. Help pull your legs back together. Come back into standing. And, oh man, round 2. I look worse than after round 1. That's because I feel worse than round 1. And that's totally normal. We just did a second round of really intense stretching. And it's totally normal for your muscles to be even more fried. So make sure that you really invest into this relaxation. Wiggle your arms, shake out your legs. I know it looks a little bit ridiculous, but don't worry. You can just look at me being ridiculous and not worry about how you look. And whew, this time around, when you do the hula hoop, see if you feel a little bit of pressure in the front of your hips. I do the hula hoops pretty much exclusively because I feel pressure in the front of my hips where my hands are right now, and that's why I'm going from side to side like I'm dancing. Oh, right. Let's do some knee raises, some mini squats. Make sure your ankles, your knees, everything is working. Kick your butt a little bit. And with that, I think your muscles should be working. Candace is a gymnast. Very cool, very cool. Alicia says underrated or underrated. Yeah, I think so. I don't know what she's talking about, but that's okay. All right, it's time for our third and final round of side splits. Before we do that, I want to ask you guys if you are having fun, if you're enjoying yourself, if you want to do more side splits and you want to practice more consistency with doing side splits, to please follow and subscribe because we do this every single day. We do live side splits for 30, at this point, like 37 minutes and counting. And I hope you're having fun. I hope you're feeling like you've made a lot of progress. I hope you feel like you're stretching more than you normally otherwise would stretch because we're doing it here together live. And I hope you feel like you accomplished something today because you did. You came in, you did something hard, and you're still doing something hard. So hit follow, hit subscribe, get notified, keep coming back. We're doing this every single day. And I can't do the side split. My plan is to do this until I get the side split. So I'm gonna be here for a while and I hope to see you soon. All right, let's get into the third and final round of side splits. Same thing, if you are very close to a wall, then if you fall, the wall will catch you and you will stay safe. Let's get into the stretch. Open up those legs nice and wide. When it gets uncomfortable in the hips, put your hands down like you're gonna do a push-up and externally rotate the legs. That means your heels are down, your toes are up, and your knees are up on both sides. Heels are down, toes are up, knees are up. Walk your hands back towards your hips. And once you are here as deep as you can get, try to do the wiggle from side to side. See if you can break that friction just a little bit. And if you cannot get any further, I want to add one little detail. What we're going to try to do is we're going to try to stick the bottom of our butts as far back as possible. We're going to try to stick our belly buttons as close to the ground as possible. What we're going to do is going to look just like a pancake, and realistically, it is a pancake. We're going to work on flexing and stretching out the hamstring stretches just a little bit more to wrap up today. All right, that's it. Let's go. I hope you're in position. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. Make sure to remember to breathe. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. If it ever gets too intense, you can always come back a little bit. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh man. Okay. We're done. All right. Curl your hands forward, bring your legs back together, and come back into standing. Oh man, I'm tired. Okay. Let's go. We gotta do everything. We gotta shake, shake, shake. Relax your muscles, get them working again. I know if you can, I mean, if you're watching my legs right now and you were paying attention to how my legs were working before, my shaking is definitely way less I don't know, shaky because I'm tired, my muscles are stiff, and this is what happens when we stretch. Okay, this is just a normal part of what happens, and that's why it's extra important that we make sure we do a little bit of extra work to make sure all of the muscles are working again before we walk away and go do the rest of our lives. All right, let's do the hula hooping thing. Work on stretching out those muscles in the front of the hip, some knee raises, some mini squats, butt kickers, and if you are feeling like your legs are working almost as good as usual, like normal, then you're good. We're good. We're done. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming in. I know we ran quite a bit long today. I think 41 minutes. I have no idea where all of that time went, but I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got a lot of stretching done and you're feeling proud of yourself. That's it for me. If you haven't already, hit subscribe, hit follow. Make sure to come back. I'm going to be here tomorrow, and I hope to see you soon. All right, that's it. Goodbye. Travel with Roxy says, yeah, that was great. Thank you. I like the enthusiasm. JT followed the live creator. Hey, that's me. Thank you so much for following, JT. And Monet just followed. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. And you know, this is how things are. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be like this for a while because I got plenty of stretching to do, and I hope you guys hang out for as long as it serves you and helps you to become a person who does better side splits. I really didn't think about how that sentence was gonna flow, so excuse that. All right, dude, there's a whole bunch of people who followed, so thank you. I'm so glad that you guys had enough fun to keep coming back or consider getting notified and be annoyed by TikTok or whatever until you keep coming back. So thanks. All right, let's see. I think that is it, everybody. Foxy Roxy, thank you for the support. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.